How's it going, Team Stone? This is your 70th favorite author, and I'm here to bring you some ATS news. So let's start off with the announcement that Audiobook 17 is finally out, released from the chains of Audible, and they're available for anyone who wants it. So, and as for Audiobook 18, of course, I'm going to predict it being about 50 to 60% done. Who knows? But David is on a roll. I'm not that this is telling him to rush or nothing. Never do that. That's just my guess. If you're reading, or should I say listening to Audiobook 17, hey, clip Digi's little laugh with the snort. I still find that funny. My favorite moment is still back in, I think it was 14, when Cheshire was singing. Anyway, never mind that. Let's just move on. Fallen Throne 2 has finally finished its editing phase. We're just waiting on the book cover. I'm trying to release that around the 23rd, September 23rd. But we'll have to see. Hopefully that will get done in time. Not rushing that either. But it's nothing. The cover is nothing too complicated. Hopefully it's already on the start. Next news. The ATS manga is starting a Kickstarter. And right now we're just waiting on Kickstarter themselves to approve it. Now, I know you're rolling your eyes. Another author doing a Kickstarter. Hell, I don't blame you. I roll my eyes sometimes too. But just hear me out. Hear me out. I'm all about funding this myself. I was for the longest. But this is something that's just simply over my head. And basically, if I fund it, it's going to take forever for one volume to come out. Because it's kind of expensive. But me by myself, I'm paying by the page. And so the moment I hit the red, it said no more pages for the month. It's going to take for each volume. Now we currently have 19, we're on 19, so if we're ever going to catch up with the main current matter, I'm definitely going to have to call for extra support. Nothing not doing. Obviously, that it's just I don't typically do Kickstarters. I've never thought I'd ever be doing one. I just don't care. But this whole thing is kind of over my head. And if anyone chooses to support, I hope the rewards be at least enticing enough. And hey, I'm open for feedback. If you want me to amp up rewards, add anything else, just let me know. Hopefully within reason, within a budget of that thing, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, today the Kickstarter itself I'm supposed to get a response by the 16th, which is today, but I have not received the response. If nothing happens, then I'll probably have to do this on another platform or run it myself. And just let me know if anybody's interested and giving feedback or suggestions in that regard. Just let me know. I'll be more than happy to listen. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's more news I'm going to release, create a video on, but that'll be like whenever it becomes available. So let me just take the time to just thank you, the reader or the listener, or the / Patreon sponsor, which they read the chapters much earlier than everybody else, as I release them, as I finish writing and then editing myself, so they get to read that much earlier. But it's still better to have Adam's editing. So I'm thinking I'm thinking Adam the editor, of course, David Reimer the narrator, Kilks the manga artist / book cover designer. He's responsible for the newer book covers you've been seeing lately, starting with Volume 17, and also the awesome Fallen Throne book cover. Well, man, I think that thing looks amazing. I love it. I love all of the work that he's done. Very, very thankful to have them. So, with that being said, if you have any questions or whatever in regards to any of the series, regards to the new things, the new series, the Kickstarter, the manga. See, with this Kickstarter, it will definitely help me to be able to promise a release date, because I will obviously talk with the manga artist, and anyone he picks up to help out with each page, because we're trying to raise enough up to form maybe a team and get these things done. And I'm not just talking about one volume. Well, this particular Kickstarter will be for one volume. Finish off volume 1, and to be able to bring on volume 2, well, I can start planning that, and 3. So there's a lot. But a lot, the manga is very important. There are people who are just manga only. And if we ever want to be able to reach out to bring those readers in, we gotta get on with the manga. It gotta look good. There's even our final stretch goal, which, I don't think I'm big enough to reach it. I'll be lucky to reach the funding needed for this thing. I may have to bring it down or whatever. Or maybe if you guys have any idea of how I can make this work, just let me know. But the highest stretch goal will be for a fully colored manga. And yeah, that would be amazing. But I'm not counting on that. I said it way too high. It's just ridiculous. But the price to actually pay for it, to pay each and every page, it's come very high. And yeah, so that's one particular reason why I'm not funding every page colored myself. Simply because obviously one guy can't possibly make that practically afford that in a timely manner. Will it even be finished in our lifetime? That's why the Kickstarter is needed, to speed this thing up and get it going. But that's completely, if anybody wants to fund that, hopefully I set the tiers very reasonable, like you got the digital and so on. I did leave a link in one of the channels, I think the newest channel, in which you can preview the page. But more on that whenever we get there, whenever Kickstarter releases it. And if they don't, I'll just move on to Indiegogo or any of the other platforms. Because a lot of independent comic creators and manga creators use Kickstarter, Indiegogo, and other crowdfunding. So ATS's manga is just that, and really amazing to see this. And of course, I'm not censoring shit. So, this is a manga for grown-ass people, adults. I'm just saying. So don't worry about that bullshit censor. Shoot, when you get it off of Kickstarter, you're pretty much guaranteed it. So you'll get yours, even if we don't publish it on Amazon. You'll get yours. Don't worry. Even if I have to hand mail for the print books, I'm probably going to mail those myself. I know some of them that sign signatures and all that, but we'll get to that if we actually get this thing funded and stuff. More news, also streaming. Look forward to that. I'm actually going to do it this time around. I know I streamed like once, and that was kind of a test stream. So I'm still looking to stream, even from the Switch. Probably some random games on there. It won't be Mario Maker because I don't feel like original now. You're probably watching Mario Maker footage through this, but I'm not planning to sit there for hours and stream. Even though there are other streamers who do it, and I haven't watched those streams and they were fun, but that's because those guys are usually speed runners, and they're usually very good at the game. They usually play Kaizers. There's a couple that play Mario Maker Versus. I wanted to be one of those. Now that I finally reached the fucking S rank, one loss will probably put me back into the A1 or 2. And I might go back, but that's a whole nother ballgame. I'm looking to stream other things, either from the computer, maybe some random ass game from Steam, like Craftopia. I've seen a preview of that. We can laugh at it together. Or whatever you guys suggest, like maybe from the PS4, or anything that I can just purchase on payday or whatever. Obviously nothing that'll get me like banned from Twitch, because I do want to try to make this thing work as an alternate way to produce content. and I think it'll be fun. Ultimately, this stream, the first stream, will be actually a Q&A while I'm playing some games and stuff. That being said, peace. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't hesitate.